Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man looks incredibly underwhelming. For those unaware, it started production as a prequel to Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Man, going over his early days as a high school freshman and of course Spider-Man. Production on the show would be pretty radio silent for a good while before we would eventually see that it spun off into being its own original thing separate from the MCU. We'd eventually get what some thought were official stills from the show, and I and many others got excited as it looked like we were going for a more classic, almost Steve Ditko-esque art style, before more time would pass and we would eventually actually see what the show looked like. And for a while, I thought it looked decent, I guess. What I and many others assumed would be a cool, almost stylized 2D animated series now appeared to be a 3D cel-shaded approach, which looked fine at worst, I guess. But the more we got and the official trailer we now have, it looks a little rough. The art style doesn't look all that appealing, at least to me. It's crazy how this is the second Spider-Man animated series to attempt this style, and it doesn't even look that much better than it did all those years back then, sadly. The writing and attempts at humor don't give me that much hope either. It feels like the writers are going to stoop to having Peter say corny shit and have that be the joke, rather than actually have him be funny and witty. I'm interested to see what the dynamic with Norman will be like, but I'm just desperately hoping they don't retread the same ground they did with the whole Tony Stark relationship in the MCU, as I feel like that'd be a pretty redundant thing to repeat. As a whole, I just don't feel super confident in this Spidey show, and the minimal marketing does not help at all either. It comes out later this month, and we have literally nothing besides like the one trailer we just got. I may or may not cover it once the full season is out, but I'm honestly not really looking forward to it. This is the third Spider-Man cartoon under Disney, and given their track record, I just don't have high hopes.